Good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get this down to the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The point after is good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Gardner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 8. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run with Breida. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down. 7-7, our score after one. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Allen now looks to throw. Flush to his right. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. It's the score. Bills 14, Ravens 7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing is Stafford. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Bills 21, Ravens 7. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation, because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go. Ladies. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Ain't doing
Only
nothing.
a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Okay, CD, second quarter, look at their deficit and where they're at on the field. They're going for this, right?
I think that they are, because down at this point, they've just made that big move. Ride the momentum wave while you can. I know people think, hey, you got to get some points here. Hey, you're riding it big time. Go get it done.
Hey, 22.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And this time he is in.
Yes.
A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s. Back-to-back, what a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
He's got the hook.
They should have put a
up
stamp on me in the locker room because I just
all
delivered.
the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Ravens 14. Sideline pass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
35 to Mike. 11.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
Check.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford eluding the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And this is something you don't see too much of. Fullbacks trying to stretch the field. But he does a nice job there getting lost out in space and comes up with a really nice gain.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Stafford. Flushed out right. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Dancing to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 16. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 123 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here's Breida. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Breida, and he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags. Well, I guess that's one way to slow him down, try to grab him by the face mask.
Well, nothing else seems to have worked because he certainly had his way running the football in this one.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And the Bills are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as he's out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. On play action, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Offense set at the line for this next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things up.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd. Another try after the first down sack. Stafford. And that's complete to Adams. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. Wide open receiver complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. To throw is Stafford. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Davante Adams. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead will be cut down 15. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Into the secondary past the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And that's a 2nd touchdown run of this game. And this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
And you'll see courtesy in the next-gen stats. He traveled better than 80 yards on the ground that time. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters.
He's got a man, complete. Then he will finally be taken down. But how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. That's sacked by Tremaine Edmonds.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd and goal, Stafford throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. A try here for the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touch.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. And I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said that actually comes true. It's actually right.
Finds through and now a crease. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Everyone go forward, 4 down. Mike 35, Mike 35. We own him. We own him.
Stafford on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
He hits Adams complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Now Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To the air again, Stafford. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Throwing now is Allen. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On first down, here's Breida. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up fourth down. They run for it with Breida. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On second down, a run with Breida. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. They run again with Breida. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did.